they say that enlightenment, or that godly moment, can unlock some sort of wisdom. Well, but it's not going to do the world of humanity any good, this wisdom. Because until each one unlocks this wisdom collectively, they call it democracy. And God comes down and says to the leaders of each country in a room, 3,000 people, 3,000 human beings all around the world have unlocked this wisdom. When are you going to listen? The leaders, they simply say, well, you know what? 3,000 against 9 billion. 9 billion, we have to go with the highest amount, the people we represent. We appreciate your wisdom, God. We appreciate that 3,000 people could possibly run this world much better. But we have to go with those we represent. And God says, yes, 3,000 have unlocked the wisdom of living this life as it's supposed to be lived. And yes, 9 billion, the people you represent, outnumber the 3,000. But what have I said to you? In this room right now, there is only 1,000. So what if I take away you, 1,000, and replace the 3,000 in your place? Then they can share the wisdom. Then they can teach the wisdom. And each leader looks at each other. One picks up the phone. Security, security, get this maniac out of here. And God is sent packing, laughing at the stupidity. And God says, I have time. You guys don't. That's why religion and spiritual experiences are dumbfounded and treated as mental illnesses and whatever, because wisdom is far too intelligent for intelligence. But just a hypothetical story. But you can imagine having all that power, being in power of 9 billion people, all these, and it could be taken away at one moment. But this God does not have that way of treating anyone with disrespect. Let them be, says God. Let them do it their way. The 3,000 will be, they'll transcend into something, another planet, another more wise and educated planet. And anyway, what if the 3,000 end up like the 1,000, full of ego? And what if the 9 billion didn't respond? What if the 9 billion likes this way of systems? Enlightenment unlocks the wisdom, but it's of no use. Each one of us, including yourself, is a colossal, infinite universal space with your own black hole and your whole own empire and heaven within it. You've taken a vacation as a body. You've taken ownership of a want or a need or a thought. Or you have been commanded by some God to say this is what you're going to do next. You have no idea. The wisdom is to see the whole thing in one moment. To see the whole thing means you don't see it from the beginning through to the end. You see it's all taking place at the same moment. All your lives are taking place right now. Billions of lives you have all taking place right now. But your mind is focusing on this one. Your mind says it's time to focus on this one. And that's all that's taking place. God is consciousness and I. A moment. When the penis and the vagina, before they touch, boom. Before the light switch is neither on nor off in that moment, boom. In between the breath, boom. In between the thought, boom. In between the moment of falling asleep from wakefulness, boom. The moment when you're neither asleep or awake. That's wisdom. That's a place of wisdom. So when you stop thinking, when the mind stops punishing you with thoughts, they stop coming as a roller coaster, a speed train, thought after thought, carriage after carriage after carriage. When a space appears, and there's no you, there's no thinker, there's no thought. Into wisdom. What does wisdom bring? Okay, so, Mr. Speaker, what is it that your wisdom would change if you were a leader? You're trying to catch me out, you see. Everyone free. Everyone free. No rulers. No hierarchical. No pyramid. No status. Everyone free. No war. No feuds. No boundaries. Everyone free. No education. All the children free. And all the sensible people say, what about that? That's going to be great. Yeah, all the children free, walking about aimlessly with no purpose. And I say to that one, what is your aim? What are you aiming for? And that one blurbs something. Oh, I aim to be a lawyer. Right now I'm studying. I aim to be a lawyer. And what will your law bring? It can help in this world of crime and misdoings. So your aim is to eradicate freedom, eradicate that way, eradicate what you classify as wrong. So you're going to make classifications. You're going to be a controller, a ruler. You want to be God? That's your next step. There is no aim. That's the wisdom. The aim is to breathe and love and be alive and experience and be here. The aim is to live with natural fear. The aim is to connect with nature. The aim. That's what children do. I remember as a child we used to go to the quarry and make mud huts and make with soldiers and whatever. We came in dirty. There was no water for washing in the bath. 3 in a bath at a time, once a week. Now we force our children to shower. We force our children to dress immaculately. We force our children to take phones with them in case they get lost. We force our children to go to that damn establishment that they call school. And they learn about things that they'll never ever use in their life unless they want to become a lawyer or a politician or a doctor. Not against these things. Not here to derogatize this way. This way is the way we have made. We have mapped out this way. We have chosen this way. And those that will back up their need for having an aim will say, well, God wants this aim. God wants us to do things. Who is God? Who wrote the books? What questions are you going to ask about this life that have never ever been answered? That's wisdom. It's to ask yourself something that no one, past, present, or future, knows the answer to. And then you keep it to yourself. Because wise, this is hypothetical. You ask me to be wise and a leader? I say no. No. No need for leaders. When everyone's free, we don't know the difference between poverty and rich. We don't know the difference between short and tall. We don't know the difference between failure and success. To not know the difference is freedom, is liberation. It means no war, because we don't know the difference between war and peace. So we live like Buddha. Wisdom is to live like Buddha. Who is Buddha? What is Buddha? Buddha is over there in China or Tibet or whatever, Japan or whatever Buddha lived. No, Buddha is here. Christ is here. Peace is here. Life is here. Wisdom is here. If you want to be wise, be here. And in this wisdom, the senses, the 5 senses, the emotions, they're not touched here. They're waiting. They're just simply waiting. They have all the time in the world to wait. All the centuries to wait. Until everyone else becomes wise. And that last transcendence they call paradise. But paradise is here. It's just that you don't want to find it. You're always up here, scouring. What can I get next? What can I do more? Who's trying to rob my house? Who wants to sleep with my partner? Where can I find that best job? Who's that knocking at the door? Where is that door? And then one day, you hear the knock. And it's here. And you go and you open it.